Hello everyone, welcome back to the Triple Threat Challenge. Here we are, end of January. Just to catch you up, sold Triticale that we had, that because actually I'd forgotten about that. 4,400 or so. Couple extra pallets I've just moved up here so things can keep doing the thing. That's happening, and that's all stocked up nicely. Here's our contracts. So about that, did a deadwood contract and cultivating where we lease some stuff. So we're at 36,000. It's actually a decent amount of money, isn't it? One thing I do want to do, and I'm not sure if we do it right now, is I want to get a pallet storage in. Where are we? Now there's the little chilled one that I've used, but I feel like I want to use... Oh, wow, where is it? That one. Looks a little bit different. Oh, it's even got lighting on it. Okay. That's cool. I want to leave some space for the field. I mean, if we went with... here's an easy way to figure out what happens. We put that like that. Wow, it's got a fairly large... Ooh, that might be a little dangerous. Maybe we bring it all the way out to like here? Kind of feel that's actually not too bad an idea anyway. We want that to be like there. Yeah, let's just do it, eh? Customization options? None. Okay, it was not as dangerous as I was expecting. Now, why? So this stuff doesn't have to lie around. Ooh. So that's the drop off, and that'll be the pickup. Okay. And we do that one there, and I can put all... Wow, do I want to put all the honey in there? That's a good question. Anyway, I will finish... I'll just move the stuff into here, get it all tidy so there's not pallets lying around everywhere. I'll see you in February. Another cold February, and got everything that we're going to sell, which includes some excess Napa cabbage, down to the supermarket this time around. One of the things that we've got could technically go elsewhere for a better price, but it will... It's, I think about $600 total that will get better pricing, and I'm willing to lose that in the sake of convenience for one-stop shopping. So, is that everything? It isn't. It's 20... No. 28, 29, 31,000 or so. That's pretty good. It's really good, actually. Still got all the honey. Do have ideas on that, but we're going to still sell it anyway this year. Let's have a look in the market while we're here. Potato cultivator. What is that, a forage header? Yeah. And another cultivator. Nah, I honestly am good on that front. Let's check the contracts too. Oh boy, there is not much at the moment, is there? Alright then, well, we've got time to kill in that case. Let's have a look on the map. Another piece of land, maybe? I mean, there's always I mean, we could always get up into that, but no, that's silly. Otherwise, there's also 17 as well. Okay, it's just out of our price range. How about these other ones that we don't need? We can afford that. What have we got planting-wise coming up? March, April. Lavender, lentils, even. Get it? We could try some millet, even. Oats. No. Poppy. We don't have the means to get soybeans in the ground, but by that point, we probably will. Well, we could buy some more goats, but they'll also reproduce fine. Actually, on that note, let's go over and check on the goats, since we actually have some of those now. 100% health. 417 litres, so the output is not going to be good. Ever. What's that, a pallet a month? I'm going to guess at full production. Food is okay. Oh, that's right, that's what... I did clear out some trees. Bzz. And I'm thinking we might clear out a few there as well, and once we get our goat milk actually at full production, do something with that. But yes, we can drive along here now. I've cleared out the... Have I planted anything in there? No, we're going to put grass in here, that's right. Man, hey, coffee too. So we'll, this will be how we maneuver stuff out of that. But once we get into the new square bales for it, we'll need a bale every 2 or 3 months. To the point where it might be a mow it and either hay it, just in general, because they take hay as well. It turns it into grass, but we can sell it for a bit more. We could silage it off. But let's go back to here. Head back to the farm. Probably do some contracts and move on to March. I get the feeling is today, how today is going to be. Well, we've got a couple of ploughing contracts done, a deadwood, and just selling some more goods that have spawned in the meantime. Which is another, just shy of 8,000. We're just going to wait for traffic. We're going to get across into the shop and cash in our contracts since we're off the road here. And there we go. That will do. So yes, there's a deadwood. Wasn't much, but hey, it's something. Got that little fella there done. Wasn't much. Didn't take long. That one took a while, but as you can see, long, straight lines. That was just stick it on lane assist and catch up on YouTube. All right, let's collect that. So that gives us 77,000. So I've got a couple of things, like we need to keep in mind, got to buy a harvester in a few months. We do also want to grab this. And a few other things, obviously, but also, yeah, like, yeah. Oh, it's got skid steer attachment. That's really beaten up. UK, on the side there. I mean, that is just a little What is this? Is this a forklift or is this... Yeah, it's a forklift. So I mean, we could get another one. This one is a little bit faster. Still an electric, so we would have to worry about getting that charged, wouldn't we? But we don't really need another one, do we? Though it is half price. And we kind of can justify it, and yeah, that turned up too. You know what? Because we've actually got the other one down the at the sheep area. We don't actually have one up at the main farm anymore, so yeah, let's get it. Do we need it? No. This one we can tab to. Got a full battery charge. Does 15 kilometers an hour in reverse. Very nice. And oh yeah, that paint is absolute. Well, the paint's gone, but does all the things. We can always change it later on and get some skid steer attachments. Realistically, this is actually, hang on, it said a tally truck, right? Can it? Yeah, let's actually bring up the controls. What is that? That is... Oh, move the actual attachment and holding both buttons. That is in and out and move the tines. And then left click is just your usuals. We'll keep it simple for now. I probably should have straightened that up before unfolding it, right? Just fix it up before we park on it. Ooh, the visibility in cab. Now that is good. That is good. I like that. Alright, if you're doing a no third person playthrough, this might actually be a really good one. This is actually one I picked up for when I was doing the Can You Survive? Turns out I couldn't. 25 on Kinlake. I wanted to do a JCB farm, and you know there wasn't a lot of JCB stuff, so we got a whole bunch of it from Mod Hub, and this was one of them. Absolute score. Strap that down, and I did redeem all of our contracts, did I not? I did. Yeah. I was looking at that, but it was 58 trees, so no. Alright, we'll potter on home and see you next month. Lovely snowy March. This thing handles quite well on the snow as well, which I'm actually genuinely impressed by. Just moving a few of these things over. Got plenty of Napa cabbage, so we'll probably just straight out sell that. Get the feeling if this was the front wheel driven like a normal vehicle rather than a forklift, this would probably have, yeah, a lot of nightmares. It's working a charm. Not that I need to use it for this, but I've realised that going ahead, we're going to probably want to... Well, we're going to need one, actually. Now that we've got the goats and they're slowly producing milk, we can start thinking about refining that down. I've never used the special dairy for the aged goat cheddar, but I'm definitely considering it for this one. Aged goat cheese, whatever it is. Just going to get this out of here, and then we'll just auto load it onto the trailer. We've got plenty. In fact, I'm just going to slow the clock down because And wow, how much stuff is in here? Yeah, just a little bit harder because I'm using the mouse for this, and I realised that I did not plug the joystick in. Trying to use it before, why is it not working? Because it ain't plugged in. Things tend to work a little bit better when they're plugged in. And I can't be bothered just, you know, saving, restarting, blah blah. Come on, yeah mate, yeah mate, yeah mate, yeah mate. This is going to be a good sales day. So we're just going to sell all the honey as well. I've got a future plan for that as well, as I said before. But it's going to be some time. Months. To be honest, months. I did just clear that spot out, didn't I? And we'll get to more, but yeah, I'm not going to load these onto the trailer by hand. We're just going to, well, hopefully the auto load takes care of it, but we might have to do it by hand. And if we're lucky, this snow will melt soon. I do have a little bit less money than you last saw me, since I just realised I did... Oh, we can see it. I did paint the... where the invisible barriers are for blocking the pellet spawns on the big greenhouse. Oop, no, down. So it's a little easier to see where it is. I mean, it doesn't stop me from hitting it, but at least I can see where it is, and I can't blame not knowing where it is. And I'm going to sell all of the honey, including the part pellets that's over there. The bees are working again, so that partial pellet that was there is... actually, why do I have a main arm doors? Oh, okay, don't care. That's what the control group is, but it is only one extra control group. Okay, there we go. Are we there yet? Yes, yes we are. Are we going to get the goat milk? No, I think we're going to hold on to it. They don't need any food. I've just, like, I was pottering around looking at stuff. I have realised that we could have done better than this shed. We could have done so much better. Because I forgot that the actual map itself comes with custom sheds. So of course when I was just busy perusing everything, I skipped past, because it's all sorted by, well, in order by, you know, base game and then mods, but it has the DLC after the base game. But between the base game stuff and the DLC, it's where it puts the map added stuff. Yeah, look at that, there's a bit of grass hidden there. Let's jump into there and... oh wow, there's a couple of bits, isn't there? How do we do this? We'll just get plants, we'll go like this and we'll just right click. Better. There we go, better. Oh, there's some there too. That will stop. It's probably what's giving me grief, actually. Nice. I could have sworn that the snow, when it hit the ground, it deleted any loose grass. Did they change it? Am I imagining it? Am I confusing this with Farming Sim 22? Let's see how well this actually packs. Okay, not too bad this time around. Now I think about it, I must be confusing it with 22. Alright, I'm going to need another pass at that. So we'll go over this way. Grab this stuff. Been a real jumpy episode. The winter months, yeah, they're not exactly exciting, are they? Even the contract selection is pretty mediocre. Got lucky getting those two plowing contracts though, so yeah. made a little bit of money, but really looking forward to not needing, just looking at them going, no, oh, maybe we'll do that one because it's really good money for how little effort it is, or something like that. Let's just chuck everything off and reload it. It fidgeted it off. It did an even worse job. Alright, we'll try it again. Switch to the other side then. Oh wow, this has really gone south on me, hasn't it? There we go, push the wrong button, that's why. So if we go like that, there we go. Nope, it still didn't fix it. Alright, we'll layer it then. Even worse. Wow. As you can see, auto load is kind of okay, but it's also kind of dumb at times too. Alright, we're just going to fix this by hand, and I swear I just changed that. Insert method stack. I did that again, didn't I? Actually, maybe if I do it by cargo type, it'll help. Okay, so that is the honey loaded. Let's do canned bees. Spinach bag. That's the spinach bag. Okay. Alright, just do, yeah. Alright, so that's how you select it. Press Y and you change your cargo type. So we've got chuck you onto there. Just, oops, lock that into place for now because we are going to mess that up. So G, flatten that off. Go, that will do. Do we have anything else to go? So we've got everything out of there, and I stuffed the water bowser in there. Everything's out of that. Saving content. Excellent. Where are you? Here. I think we're going to the supermarket where we get the best price. Again. So this is everything going to the market. That is a terrible job of packing the honey on the front, isn't it? Alright, so spinach bags seem to be the funny thing, or is it the garlic? No, it's the spinach bags. It all went to custard the moment I did that. We need a proper trailer too. Okay, the slow loader is nice, but I just need something. Get around the corner. Now, I have had a very quick nosy at the used market, and it's tempting. It's so unbelievably tempting to spend more money, but we need to hold. We need to hold on to the money. And it's March, we can plant grass now. I noticed that it's field grass as well. I have no idea what the difference between field grass and which is modded versus the foggy the vanilla just grass. given we don't need a lot of grass and the vanilla grass is a known quantity, I think I'm going to just do that. The field grass might have a better yield. It might get damaged if you drive over it. There's all sorts of things that could have been done for it, so I just don't know. I say I've missed it, but I can also just come in from this way, can't I? Alright, round we go, round we go. In we go. Crunch, just smash into everything. So there's 28,000 that I've... 28 plus 10, 11, 40,000, so we've got 86,000. Let's just get over here. Somewhere that is less of a hassle to deal with. Okay, so here we go. That tractor. But I think we're actually fine on tractors for now, so we can pass on that. The truck, definitely tempting, but if we just got a better trailer, yeah. 12-meter roller at half price. We don't need it right now, but that increases our yield, and it does it at such a massive, it's 12 meters. I think we kind of want to grab that. We'll get rid of the plate. What is the customization? The crossboard, what does that do? Does it make that... What does it do? I have no idea what that does. If you know what it does, please tell me. Is it just cosmetic? Or does it actually give additional function? Like, does it like weed or something? Doesn't look like it does. I think it's just $5,000 for nothing. We'll grab it. We don't need it now. We can just leave it here. Now... Oh, actually, we probably should wait for the snow to melt. While we're doing that, let's... don't need to be here. The goats are goating. Plenty of meadow. In fact, I don't even really need to move that much in the way of grass. So I think, yeah, we'll just use normal grass. It's safe. It works. We can get... Yeah, see, there's like field grass. There's also alfalfa as well, which... I don't understand that one. I think clover is a cover crop. Maybe field grass is just a cover crop too. Where's oilseed radish? No, I don't know. If you know the difference, please tell me. I have no idea what that is. What was the other thing that we needed to check? Contracts. Okay, it's interesting. Sowing. Onions. I think I don't trust the sowing contracts, to be honest. If I can't direct drill it, I suspect that might be buggy. I think that might be the issue. It's just this. Maybe it's a game issue. Maybe there is not. I probably should not immediately blame the map, right? It could just be how the game is. Hoeing, we don't have. To deadwood, there's decent. Grab that and do that one at the same time. I don't know. I'm going to head home and warm up though. There is something I did forget to do over the winter months, and that was to lime the field, so let's go do that now. I have got some more lime back at the farm, but I have no idea if we've actually got enough or not. Yeah. Let's actually use our little path that we knocked through. Okay, so we've got steering assists. We'll just get that on there and keep going. That's going to be a lot better. It's not going down too badly either. That's really, really good. I said that as it just suddenly starts tanking. And I guess we're doing a headland on it, because we are not making that. And back we go again. Yeah, we don't have enough, and not even enough to do the entire coverage. Rats. It's really close though. I'll head back to the farm. In fact, what I'll do is I can fill this up with the remainder lime, put this on the front because we've got the hitch on the front, well, a 3-pointer. And I can also bring the planter down with everything we need to get the seed into the ground, the grass. Didn't need to worry at all. We had so much spare lime. Now we'll just get all of this on. I think it just needs a little bit of fertilizer, but not too much. Oof, it was a terrible attempt at backing up. But you know what? It'll have to do. And I might have to touch that up, but you will. Okay, so once we get this done, I mean that's, well, this is the only chore for our farm specifically. Oh, it's just how do we do this? Probably drive on the neighbor's farm. I did not give myself enough to do that, did I? Oh, we'll try and back it up again. Just gotta be very careful not to drop the implement too soon. Do we need to buy anything more? Probably not. Well, I hope not. Because we need to save. Alright, you know what? Let's just do a full loop. I've made a mess of it. Probably should have given myself a little bit more headland room, but I almost got it. Alright, this is going to be a tedious one. I'll get this sorted. So this is what the UI looks like when you've got all of the things attached. And this is the collapsed version, and we'll make it even bigger. So we got that all done. That's definitely staying grass, like it is just awkward to maneuver. It does reckon it needs rolling, so I will probably hate myself, but we'll go get the big roller. Got a small roller as well, but I think we'll keep the small roller just to deal with fiddly bits like that. So I need to roll that. What else do we actually need to do around the farm? I think we've got all these sorted. I just need to get some manure for the greenhouse, I'm pretty sure. And we are on the planter selected. Need to get some bit of farm layout too. Like, we're getting there, but especially if we change off that shed there to some of the actual map specific ones, I reckon we can make a really good compact farm. There's that parked up there. I don't know what contracts I'm going to do. I'll do them off screen. But it's probably just going to be bale wrapping and... Ooh, what else? Yeah, honestly, yeah, good question, what else? Anything new in here? Nope. That's tempting, but no. But yeah, need to save the money because obviously we want to try and pick that up for some more goats. We're not going to fit them all into that one. It's fine. I want to put we'll put the production over here somewhere in there. We'll clear it out a little bit more, and then means we don't have everything centralized down here. Since we've got a few fields of canola going and probably more, I want to put an oil mill in, and I want to put it in over there. So that's what, 36,000. We'll use the improved version. Gonna need a harvester. 2 options. If we buy new, we're looking at about 50,000 and about 100,000 for 2 different versions that I wouldn't mind getting. And also, yeah, still got to get the rest of the stuff for around the farm. So, yeah, 150 in stuff that we need for upcoming crops, and 150 for that. But obviously, we're going to get a return on some of the buildings. And I should not have had that much difficulty figuring out the word buildings. I do kind of need a few bits and bobs here and there, but I'll worry about that later on. We need to get a pallet of seeds, pallet of fertilizer, pallet of lime. We need to get a buy station as well, so there's another 25,000 there. Oh. But, yeah, that's where I'll leave you guys. I will get down to the shop, get that new roller, give it a whirl. Probably regret trying to use it on such a small field, but yeah. And get some contracts done. Try not to crash into stuff in this fog. But yeah, till next episode, look after yourselves, stay safe, catch you then.